going on, everybody? This is the Scorpion with Electronic Warfare Studios. Gonna do a little bit of a look back, or as we like to call it, late to the party with Dynasty Warriors 7. It's a franchise that I followed for quite a while, even though some people might tell you that it's a very repetitive franchise. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Not gonna sit here and argue about that. Just know that I'm a big fan. I love old school kung fu movies, and this has to do with the era of the Three Kingdoms. The emperors of China and things like that. I mean, that's always been a big interest to me. So of course, the game has always piqued my interest. I guess I'll jump right in, not to take too much of y'all's time to talk about some of the things that I really like about this game. One of the big selling factors for me was the new faction that was added. I saw that and I was like, oh my, something new to play with. So, that was something that I definitely needed to try, and it did not disappoint. New faces, new characters, should I say? Um, the story mode's a little different, but I actually kind of like it. Beforehand, you had the whole story mode where you would pick a certain character and you would go through a story with just that character. And if you pick different characters, sometimes you'd get different stories, but sometimes you'd get the same story with just a different character, which kind of got old. But the new story mode, basically what you're doing is you're going through a story for each faction. So through that story, you are being able to play with different characters. Now you don't get to choose them, but you do play as different characters from that particular faction. So it's kind of different, but it's kind of cool because the story is a little deeper, and just add a little different twist. I like what they did there. I'm totally a fan of that. Um, Another thing that I kind of like about this game is before you would have a certain character with a specific weapon. Now, most of those matchups are really great, but then you'd have some characters that had some weapons that were kind of iffy or close range. Something that just didn't fit your style. Well, now you can change those, and you can have up to 2 weapons that you can switch anytime during battle that you want to. So that was pretty epic for me, being that I like certain weapon styles more than others. So just to have the choice to be able to do that was pretty cool that they threw that in there. Also added to the game modes is a conquest mode, which basically looks like a big honeycomb map. You go through that and you unlock different levels around you, and as you're going through, you'll play certain levels that unlock some of the other characters that you didn't unlock through the regular story mode. That's pretty cool. That's actually an online co-op game that you can play, so that was pretty interesting that they threw that in the conquest mode. I do like the conquest mode. It can get a little stale sometimes, but I'll get to that in a minute. And of course, Dynasty Warriors never disappoints with a variety of characters, and of course their specific abilities and weapons, and with the added faction, that has just grown that much more. You got your males and your females. The ladies on here kick butt just as much as the males, so don't underestimate them at all. And some of them, hey, they're wearing some nice little, well, I'm not going to get into it, sorry. Anyways, moving on to some of the things I didn't like, only a couple of things. For one, sometimes the screens can get a little too cluttered. You have the map that's shown on the screen. You have your life bar, you have your Musu bar, and then even then, at times there's gonna be dialogue that pops up during the fights. So at times it's like you can't even see your character. You're just like, what's going on here? I need to see what's going on. I don't have time to be reading all this stuff. So that at times, it could get a little cluttered. It wasn't a huge thing for me, but it can get a little annoying sometimes. So that was one thing. Another thing that I was kind of hoping for would be that there would be like a co-op for story mode. Now, I don't even have friends that play this game. I'm like probably the only one here in Electronic Warfare Studios that even likes this type of game. So regardless, I probably would have been playing solo anyways. But just to have the option to be able to do it, I thought would have been cool. I'm all for games that offer a single player, but also offer the ability to play the co-op mode as well. Unfortunately, this didn't come with it, but still a very fun game if you're looking for something to just get on and hack and slash and have a good time. it's a definite pickup for me, especially if you can find it really cheap. If not, if you've never played this game before, any of the Dynasty Warriors, I would recommend at least renting it. Give it a try. You never know, you might fall in love with it. Hey, and if you don't like it, well, you know, what do you do? It's a couple of bucks from the rental. But it's definitely worth a try. Like I said, you know, I want to thank everybody out there for supporting Electronic Warfare Studios, for following us, and if you're not a subscriber to our channel, definitely get on that right now. You can also go to our website, which is ewarfarestudios.com, where you can find links to our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Zazzle store. Links on there. You know, again, thank you all for watching our videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Feel free to leave comments or questions if you have any questions about the game itself. Like I said, go out there, pick up a copy, kick a little butt, and I will catch you on the flip side, guys. Thanks for watching.